Hi, this is David. My first experience with Boys and Girls Club was interesting. I work with the YMCA, which is very similar to Boys and Girls Club. So, organizing the kids and keeping them involved and busy is really important, but also making sure that they're getting the most out of their experience. So, my first experience with Boys and Girls Club was at Deerfield Elementary. And right when I got there, they do their marathon club every Wednesday. So my Wednesdays will be at the start of their marathon club. Now, if it's too cold outside, then they do activities inside. So, first off, with the marathon club, we had about, I would say, 100 kids that were going around this big lap that they have around the school, and they would go around that as many times as they could until the time was up. So I think they do that for about an hour, and I was there for like the second half of it. So most of the kids had already walked a mile or two, and then I got to walk the last mile with a good chunk of them. So it was interesting to see all the group leaders and all the volunteers, keep them organized. We had some kids that were kind of going off track or whatever. So that's something that I'll talk about later as far as the social organization of, kids and the group and everything. And then following the marathon club, we went inside to the gym, which is where they usually organize as groups in classrooms and stuff. And then Cassidy, my field coordinator, she is responsible for giving instruction and making sure that all the kids are listening and paying attention and behaving. So she does a really good job for the most part, keeping the kids organized and listening, and again, keeping things from going into trouble and all that. And then she also gives like life lessons and stuff, which I think is great. She's very informative at making sure kids are learning important values and sticking with those values and making it easier for the group leaders and so forth. So after we had spent time in the gym, then the classrooms had divided into like separate groups around the school, and then some of the kids went outside, so I was outside during the recess period, and then the groups would rotate through, so some of them would go back inside and do other activities or would come outside for recess, and then they had a volleyball game following that later in the day, but I wasn't there for that. And then also before they had that, they would also have snack time. So they generally include some time for activities, a little bit of exercise, and then they also have snack time for the kids. So they're getting a little bit of everything. But anyways, my first experience with Boys and Girls Club was great. And I only spent an hour there just to kind of get like a generalization. So yeah, this is my first video, my first experience with Boys and Girls Club. Thanks.